Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjanaya. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjanaya. Yamunatira Vanacharya. Yamunatira Vanacharya. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjanaya. Yashoda Nandana Braja Janaranjanaya. Yamunatira Vanacharya. Yamunatira Vanacharya. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jayam Vishnupad Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Ashtotarashata Shishimad, His Divine Grace Shila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Grantaraj Shrimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Hare Krishna. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna. We're reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Because today is Govardhan Puja, we're reading from 10th Canto, chapter 25, text number 13. Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratumarhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanaham Gokulam Prabho Astum Derhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala. Okay, Matajis. Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna Mahabhaga Tvanatam Gokulam Prabho Tratum Arhasi Devana Kupitat Bhaktavatsala Krishna Krishna. Oh Krishna Krishna. That was hard. Mahabhaga. Oh all fortunate one. Tvatnatam. Whose master is yourself. Gokulam. The community of cows. Prabho, O Lord, Tratum Arhasi, kindly protect Devat from the demigod Indra, Naha, us, Kupitat, who is angry, Bhaktavatsala, O you who are very affectionate to your devotees. Translation and purport by disciples of His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The cowherd men and women address the Lord. Krishna, Krishna, O most fortunate one, please deliver the cows from the wrath of Indra. O Lord, you are so affectionate to your devotees, please save us also. Purport. At the time of Lord Krishna's birth, Garga Muni had predicted Anena Sarva Durgani Yuyam Anjastarishata. By his grace, you'll easily cross beyond all difficulties. The residents of Vrindavan were confident that in such a great emergency, Lord Shri Narayan would empower Krishna to protect them. They accepted Krishna as everything, and Krishna reciprocated their love. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shimate Praladananda Swamiti Namine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Shimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamiti Namine Namaste Sarasvate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shnevadi Pashyatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So Govardhan Puja can be seen from many angles, like everything. And one important angle there is the protection of Krishna's devotees, the way Krishna will protect the devotees. The inhabitants of Vrindavan, they are fully surrendered to Krishna. And everything they do is just to please Krishna. They have no other shelter. They have no plan B. They don't know. So when there is some difficulty, they just go and pray to Krishna. That's Krishna will solve it somehow. I was reading, there's this book by His Holiness Chandramauli Maharaj, and he explains a similar episode. They were in the US. There was this drought, no rain for 3 months. And nowhere, like they would fine you if you washed your car because you used too much water. There was no water. So it was that bad. And Maharaj had a connection, someone who was working on a radio, and they invited them for a talk show, and he went with His Holiness Kirtanananda Maharaj. And this radio, they had like an audience of millions. It was not like a local small radio. It was like we had millions every day. They were hearing this radio, and this moderator of this show was asking, "So, what's your solution? There's no rain here. What is your solution?" And they were like, well, we have to chant Hare Krishna. And according to the Shastra, this, that. And this moderator was like, come on. You have to give me something. No, we have to chant Hare Krishna. Okay, you're on your life, you cannot, will not cut this. So we'll have to see. You have to prove it. So I said, no, we'll chant Hare Krishna, but everyone, all the audience has to chant Hare Krishna. So the moderator was like really pushing the audience. Okay, guys, let's try this. Let's do this. Let's chant Hare Krishna. Let's see if there's some rains. Also, he's pushing. Everyone is probably some of the audience actually are trying to chant Hare Krishna, and the devotees are leading. They're chanting, and then. There was like this 3 hours show, and after 2 hours, there's some clouds starting to come, And by the show ended, and after 2 hours after the show, there's like this torrential rain, like this heavy rain, like boom, boom, boom. So I was like, what? So yeah, sometimes devotees act like that on this platform, that Krishna will actually do something. And sometimes Krishna even does something. So that was like an interesting incident for me. So yeah, this protection is real, but we have to understand it properly somehow. One part of understanding is, who does Krishna protect? Okay, we all have tilak, so we're all devotees. But you have in the Bhagavatam, you have examples of devotees, and in other, you have devotees like the Pandavas who are fully surrendered to Krishna, and they have some problems. There's this house of lack which they will set on fire. There's Bhima is fed poison. This Hidimba demon and many other problems, and Krishna is there to protect them, because they are pure devotees. Parikshit Maharaj is a pure devotee, and in the womb, Krishna himself comes and covers the womb, because he's a pure devotee. Prahlad Maharaj He's a pure devotee. And Lord Nisimha comes and protects him. And so the question is, who does Krishna protect? And one answer is that he protects his surrender devotees. At the end of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sarva dharmam parityajya mama ekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshaishami masuchaha. He said, yeah, you abandon all varieties and just surrender unto me. Then, he doesn't say then, but I shall deliver you from all your sinful reaction. Do not fear. So yeah, you surrender, I will protect you, no problem. It's Krishna will protect if we surrender. If. There's an if there. It's not that, okay. If you somehow surrender to Krishna and somehow not, then Krishna also will somehow protect you and somehow not. There's this lila with Draupadi, when the Kauravas try to disrobe her. This is like in Vedic culture, so it's a lot worse than it would be now. You know, like in Vedic culture, one lady doesn't even talk to anyone other than her husband. It's not just it's not like a modern society. They just walk around. Hey, Prabhu, how are you? Oh, nice, Mataji. Oh, good. So being touched by another man, this like, no way. You know, this no. Like, for example, you have Sita. She's captured by Ravana, and Hanuman comes there. And Hanuman says to, somehow he sneaks in. He finds Sita, and Hanuman says, "You can sit on my back, and I can take you back to Lord Ramachandra." She said, "No way, I'm not touching another man than my husband." There's no way, Prabhu. Anyway, there's many other reasons, but this is Vedic culture, you know. She's like, no way, this is inconceivable. And you can say it's maybe an emergency case, you know, like maybe in that situation most of us will be a bit bending a bit the culture. But no, Sita Devi said, no way. I'm not touching another man. So that's culture. So in this culture, they are trying to disrobe Draupadi. She's like this chaste woman, you know, like being chaste is the prime quality of a woman. And then they try to disrobe her. And Draupadi is like asking Krishna for help. And Krishna takes his time. It's like, okay, let's see. Because Draupadi, he's asking Krishna for help, and then she's like, first she's trying to get to Gandhari's chambers, and Gandhari, the wife of Dhritarashtra, very chaste lady. She knows, okay, if I get there, then then she will protect me. And then she's trying to get protection from Drona, from Bhishma, from everyone. She's chanting Hare Krišna, but she's also chanting Bhishma, Drona, Bhima, Arjuna, can you protect me? And eventually she just takes her hands out and she's like, oh Krishna, please help me. And then Krishna comes. he provides unlimited sari, and this guy tries to take sari. They have 5 kilometers of sari. And then she's like, and then she meets Krishna, and she's like, okay, you came. Very nice that you came. And His Holiness Sachinanda Maharaj tells it like this: very nice that you came, but why so late? You know, why so much? You know, you can't come. I was chanting, and you come very very late. You know, like all this trouble. I said, no. First you were chanting other things also. And then when you are fully surrendered, you had no plan B? No, I was like, okay, now I have to come. So that's an example. Of course, Draupadi is always fully surrendered, and these are pure devotees. But this is an example for us that Krishna will protect his fully surrendered devotees. Fully. He will fully protect his fully surrendered devotees. And the others. So, also in our case, he might test us. No, we might we come to Krishna consciousness, and sometimes we have these moments that I'm fully surrendered to Krishna. And then after 5 minutes, someone takes our pen. And then he said, Krishna, you can take everything from me, but not this pen. This pen is mine. Let's make it clear. So sometimes our surrender is a bit like that. So Krishna will test. We'll see, okay, you say you're surrendered, but let's see. We want to see some consistency from your part. You're surrender now, and then you're chanting 5 minutes later, you're chanting something else. Okay. So Krishna will use this time, and he will test. We'll see, okay, are you really surrendered? Today is also, as far as I understood, the day when this lila with Bali Maharaj and Vamanadev happened. So also Bali Maharaj is fully surrendered. It's very instructive case of surrendering to Krishna. He's fully surrendered. He says, Krishna comes as Vamanadev, and he says, please give me 3 steps of land. Bali Maharaj says, no problem, I will give you everything you want. He says, no, three steps. Okay, good, 3 steps, deal. And then Bali Maharaj, then Vamanadev, of course, with 2 steps, he takes the whole universe, and he says, what next? And you can, this is very instructive, because first result of Bali Maharaj surrendering to Krishna, what's the result? You have his spiritual master Shukracharya is cursing him. You have Garuda taking him as a prisoner with the ropes. He's all tied up in ropes. And you have Vamanadev apparently unhappy with him. Yeah. So as there's this song, this Karmi song. It's so if sometimes we have this idealistic idea, like we come to Krishna consciousness and it's gonna be a rose garden. There's this song, that's, I beg your pardon, I never promised you a rose garden. So Krishna consciousness is a bit like that, like if you think from external perspective it's gonna be a rose garden, forget it. It's not. There will be tests. There will be problems. Sometimes in the evening there's big problems, like in the temple. Sometimes in the evening the devotees from Radha Govinda don't bring any prasadam. A big problem. like oh my God, I was waiting the whole day for this, and so problems. Yeah. Sometimes bigger problems might happen. Like. Sometimes the devotee might even chastise you a bit, like, hey, Prabhu, this is not like that, you should do like that. And of course, other smaller problem. So then the question is, what are you gonna do? Are you still surrendered, or you were surrendered, or only when the Radha Govinda Prasadam came, you were surrendered, and then now it's... So the point is that we have to show Krishna that we're a bit more than what they call fair weather devotee. It's good weather, it's shining, I'm a devotee. It's not so good weather, thank you Krishna, we'll see you when there's good weather. For example, you have Harinam. You have Harinam and you announce, okay, today is Harinam. Today is very nice city, it's called Târbolia. There's like between the hills and this mining city, and it's supposed to be not so nice. The sun doesn't shine. So you see how many devotees will come for Harinam. 2, 3, 4, maybe. And then you announce, oh, today is 25 degrees, we have Harinam in copper. Instantly, devotees are more inspired. Oh, okay. You find some devotees that you didn't even know they were in the Harinam group. Like, oh, yeah, this Harinam, of course, we're very enthusiastic to surrender to Krishna for Harinam. Harinam Sankirtan Yagya ki jai. See? So that's the point, that we have to be surrendered in all circumstances. When is Harinam in Terbowl, jai, and when is Harinam in copper, sunny, and by the sea, jai. Same jai, same. I like when Manidhar Prabhu was here, he gave some insight into his secret of longevity in Krishna consciousness. Because he came in to Krishna consciousness when things were a bit wild. And in Germany, they were also a bit more wild than in other places. Devotees were a bit fanatic. And, Sankirtan Gija, you go for Sankirtan or you die. That's a bit heavy. And Manidhar Prabhu was saying that he had this determination that no way I'm going to this materialistic life again. No way. No matter what. Doesn't matter. I just survive. This happens, that happens, no problem. I will just go through. So that's very important determination to have. And when you have this determination, then Krishna says, yeah, okay, he's serious. He's serious. This guy is really serious. This problem, that problem, that problem. He still wants to surrender. He still wants to serve me. Okay, I'm impressed. Thumbs up. So that's one point. Another point which is important to understand is, what does protection look like? Because sometimes we think protection means he will protect the body. He will, and sometimes it's true. Sometimes he can do everything. So sometimes Krishna will give you the job you are looking for. He will give you the house you are looking for. He will give you the wife you are looking for. He will give you whatever you are looking for. He might do that. Or sometimes he might act in a strange way. He might even take from you. He might take the job you are looking for. He might take the house you are looking for. He might take the wife you are looking for. So it's this should be properly understood. Does it mean if he takes your job, does it mean he doesn't like you anymore? He's not protecting you anymore? I'm a Hare Krišna, and Krishna doesn't protect me. No problem. This Krishna consciousness doesn't work. But the problem, the point to understand is that Krishna doesn't protect the material body. He's not so interested in the material body. He's more interested in protecting the consciousness. So there's few examples in the Bhagavatam and in other scriptures of devotees who were not protected from some perspective. One is Dadichi Muni. Of course, Krishna doesn't come directly, but Indra comes. And Dadichi Muni is there in meditation, and he's meditating. And the Indra comes and says, you know, we need your body. We need this thunderbolt that Indra uses is made from Dadichi Muni's bones. We need your bones, so Hare Krishna. And Dadichi Muni, of course, first he is jokingly testing Indra. No, you know, this body is so important, this, that, this. And then Indra gives some philosophical explanation why he should do this for a higher purpose. And Dadichi Muni said, all right, you can take my body, I don't care. So he's completely surrendered, and they just take his body. What's wrong with him? You have Jatayu, this classical example. This Jatayu is like the standard example. Jatayu, when Ravana kidnaps Sita, Jatayu sees Ravana kidnapping Sita, and he wants to stop Ravana. But Jatayu is an old eagle. He's a bit old, so he fights Ravana to the best of his capabilities, but he loses, and he gets killed. So where's the protection? I mean, Krishna says he will protect him, and Lord Ramachandra doesn't protect his devotee. What's wrong? Of course, we know that after Lord Ramachandra comes and he does this funeral ceremony for Jatayu, and then Jatayu goes back to spiritual world to be with Lord Ramachandra. We'll come back to this idea. Then you have Vritrasura. Vritrasura is this huge demon. He's the demon devotee. He looks like a demon, but he's a devotee. So there's this huge fight, Vritrasura against Indra. Indra now has this trident. Indra is somehow like a mixed devotee, as we know from the Lila today. Sometimes he does stupid things. And Vritrasura, he's like this pure devotee. And Shri Panchatattva ki jai, Shri Gornitai ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki jai. So Vritrasura is actually the pure devotee, so he should win. He should be protected. No, he gets killed. So what's happening? So in that there's last part of this lila. There's one text from Bhagavatam which explains. He says, "O King Parikshit, subduer of enemies, the living spark then came forth from Vritrasura's body and returned home, back to Godhead. While all the demigods looked on, he entered the transcendental world to become an associate of Lord Sankarshan." So this is actual protection, not the protection of the body. The protection for Vritrasura is that he goes back to the spiritual world and he gets Krishna's association. Queen Kunti is praying, "I wish that all these calamities will come again and again, because when there are calamities, I will see you again and again. And seeing you, then I will see no repeated birth than that." She's like, "Oh, problems, bring it on, more problems." Yeah. Because when there are problems, I pray to Krishna, I'm sincere. I pray to Krishna, and then Krishna is there, at least in my consciousness. And that's good. That's amazing. Joy. That's the success. So that's real protection. Real protection means Krishna consciousness. Krishna will protect our Krishna consciousness. And everything else, maybe yes, maybe no. Depends. If it's good for our Krishna consciousness, yes. If it's bad for our Krishna consciousness, no. As simple as that. Krishna is not not very complicated. So that's another point which is very important, to understand that Krishna will protect us, but his protection might look different than what we expect on a material world. Next point is that there's, of course, we have these examples of devotees who are fully surrendered, but there's different stages of surrender. It's not black or white. It's not like in Christianity. You're either go to God or you go to hell. Finish. There's no other options. No, there's different. The French say nuances. The different shades, different types of. And for example, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Yayata mam prapadyante tam stataiva bhajamyaham mama vartmanu vartmante anusha parta sarvashaha. As all surrendered unto me, I reward them accordingly. He says, yeah, you surrender a bit, I protect you a bit. You do something, I will protect you to some degree. So it's not black and white. It's not surrendering is a process. And actually, even little Krishna consciousness, little bit of surrendering is already helpful. Krishna says in the second chapter, Neha Bikramana Sosti Pratya Vyayona Vidyate Svalpama Pyasa Dharmasya Trayate Mahato Bhayat. In this endeavor, there is no loss or diminution, and a little advancement on this path can protect one from most dangerous fear. Little advancement, still it's good. So we should not see things. This highest fear is going back to the lower species. And then in the 6th chapter, Krishna again gives more details on this theme because Arjuna is also having this dilemma. Okay, maybe this spiritual life is hard and I might surrender a bit and then do something stupid and this and that. And what will happen if I'm not fully Krishna conscious and then I don't enjoy, I waste my life, and then I'm not Krishna conscious either. So I don't do anything. It's a lose-lose. And Krishna says, no problem. Little. And then he details. If you do a little advancement, then you become, you go to the heavenly planets. Because usually the little advancement is stopped because you have some sense gratification desires. So Krishna says, okay, you want to gratify your senses. Heavenly planets are a bit better than this earth. So, here you go. Good package. And then you come back on this earth. In the heavenly planets, it's hard to practice Krishna consciousness. It's too much fun. So then you come back in a wealthy family. You have no material problems. But if you are a bit more serious and you don't finish your Krishna consciousness, then you are born in a family of devotees, pure devotees, real devotees, and then you can continue. And then so on. So there are options. But of course, this option of getting to the heavenly planets is not for a serious devotee is not so attractive because you miss Lord Chaitanya's movement and who knows what happens next. So we try to do as much as possible now. And there's also six symptoms of surrender. First symptoms is it's called doing what is favorable for bhakti and rejecting what is unfavorable. So we can start from here. You start with okay, we're not fully surrendered to Krishna, but at least if we know, I should be fully surrendered to Krishna, and if I would be surrendered, if I would love Krishna, then what will I do? I would check all activities that I'm doing in my life and see, is this favorable for my Krishna consciousness or not? And if this is favorable, no matter what it is, doesn't matter, then I will do it. And if it's not favorable, thank you. No, thank you. So you have to see everything in the context of Krishna consciousness. I go to the gym. Is this favorable for my Krishna consciousness? Maybe. You have to judge for yourself. You have to be honest and you have to judge for yourself. If maybe it's favorable, maybe you keep your body healthy, Maybe it's some sense gratification. Everyone has to judge. You have to be sincere to see, oh, this is favorable or not. And if it's favorable, you do it. If it's not, Hare Krishna, no. So that's the point. Every day we can surrender a bit more, and we have to see what is favorable. For example, in Kartik, our surrender is that we come every evening and we offer some lamps to Krishna. We chant Damodarashtaka and we take prasadam at the end, which is good surrender. If we would be more surrendered, we would also attend the morning and evening program. Srila Prabhupada says there that all initiated devotees, which includes all temple devotees, I mean, you live in the temple, should attend the morning and evening program. So, first stage of surrender is that when the alarm clock rings at 4:30 or whatever, you don't snooze it. You wake up and like, okay, 5 o'clock, the deities are there, Panchatattva are there, I have to be there before them. I have to wait for them, not they wait for me. They're looking 5, 5:10, 5:20, 5:30. Like, where's this devotee? What, is he sleeping again? And then there's japa, and then at 7:30 they're giving darshan, and they want to see the devotees. Okay, and they're like 7:30, 7:35, 7:40. Where's the devotee? Again, he disappeared. So anyway, sadhana bhakti, Srila Prabhupada is telling us what is favorable for our Krishna consciousness, and one way of surrendering is that you just follow. You know, he's telling you have to do this, 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 this. You do it. You don't space out in this. I have more important things to do than what Prabhupada tells me. Yeah, you can discuss, you know, if you really have service that time, but what you have is more important to do. So that's one thing. And then after Kartik, this surrender is as I was asking Maharaj yesterday, and he was saying that Krishna consciousness continues after Kartik also. It's very good. So in Kartik, devotees make some vows and they do this, and that. But after Kartik, they're still you still have to try to be Krishna conscious. You still have to surrender to Krishna. And after Kartik, usually comes Srila Prabhupada Marathon. So that's also another opportunity to surrender to Krishna. You go out, you take some books in your hand. It's sometimes it's even cold. Sometimes people are nice. Mostly they are nice in Slovenia. But sometimes some people are not so nice. Rarely. But anyways, it happens. So then you still do it. Like, oh, what's the surrender process here? Oh, okay, we have to Prabhupada Marathon. We have to distribute Srila Prabhupada's books. Oh, okay. Good. I told devotees a few times how I started distributing books. I had no plan to distribute books. This was the last thing I wanted to do. But I understood, okay, Srila Prabhupada wants me to do it. And the devotees were like a bit pushing me. So I was like, okay, whatever. Prabhupada wants me, I'll do it. No problem. So that's some sort of surrender. After this Kartik, then comes Srila Prabhupada Marathon, and we try as a group to distribute as many books as possible. And this also requires some surrender to go out and distribute books, or to support. If you can't go out for some reason, you come in Prabhupada Marathon, there's lots of services to be done, there's lots of things to be done, that other devotees can go out. So this is also surrender. So that's another proposal. Anyway, I'll stop here if there are some questions, comments. Okay. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. I forgot the positive part. If you surrender, Krishna will protect us.